to try and slide in right this way. We're going to keep his back open.
You invest business leaders and CEOs all the time, and you invest in companies because of the leader. So what is it about Jeff Bezos?
I wish I could give him a blood test or something so I could pick it out. But
You want
maybe
to clone
maybe
him?
I'd have. In fact, I know I'd want a transfusion actually. But there is something about it. Jeff came up to me in 1998, or maybe 9. I was giving a talk at Sun Valley, and I talked about how the fact in the talk there had been 2,000 people become auto manufacturers in the United States, and there were 3 left at that time. And then I gave the names of all the ones that I had 60 pages. And after that talk, Jeff came up and he said, I want those 60 pages. I want to show them to my troops and just show, that this is a tough game we're in. And, but nobody knew about it or anything of the sort. I don't know how to give a precise test. I would not know how, if you gave me the 100 top graduates of the Stanford or Harvard Business Schools, I wouldn't know how to pick out the 3 or 4 that were going to be the ones that turned out to be the Babe Ruths of their day. If you show me somebody that's run a business for 20 years and been knocking it out of the park, I can figure that one out.
Warren, cash pile. Warren, I just want to talk about your cash pile. Yesterday you told us 112, around 112
Why do
billion
women
dollars.
always want to talk to me about our cash pile?
Well, the investors really want to know, are you going to use that to finally pay out a dividend? They would love to hear that.
Well, they know already, actually, that we're not. Yeah.
No way.
Well, I won't say no way yet, no, for all time or anything, but no way. We'll find things to do with the money. We've had lots of funds on hand, lots of time. We have more relevant to our size.
expect in the future?
They'll get the
Put
calls.
together deals quickly.
They'll get the calls.
Well, the Occidental call came to you, but it's in Greg Abel's area of energy. Did you speak with him during that short amount of time that you were putting together the deal to help Occidental buy Anadarko?
No, I didn't speak with anybody.
No one.
No. Yeah. No, we just did it. That's the advantage Berkshire brings. I mean, they could come and they knew they had $10 billion when they left the office. And they knew that if there's no war clause, there's no nothing. I mean, and you can't get that.
You don't need
I don't
30
need-
people around the table having a meeting,
Let's go this way.
etc.
Yeah, this way.
You want a Dairy Queen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And sometimes Steve Powers. Yeah. Well, he has more to worry about.
Coke's
than that.
earnings looked a little bit better because of Coke Zero.
Coke Zero has really gained share just quarter after quarter. Yeah. That was it's interesting that Diet for a time kept gaining share, and then it fell off some, and now Coke without sugar is doing very well all around the world.
Want to go that way?
Yeah, let's sort of edge toward.
Okay.
Step back carefully, people.
Warren, interested in your thoughts on Apple. Obviously, you're a big fan.
Tim Cook will be here today.
Oh, good. So Tim Cook will be here today. Big fan of Apple, investor in Apple. What tells you that Apple won't be disrupted in the way that IBM, et cetera, was? Is there something different?
It never can be certain, but I think it's not a full product. I like it very much. And we only buy 5% of it. And if we don't do anything, in a few years, we'll own 6% or more without spending the money.
Will you spend more also on Apple?
We could, but not now.
You mentioned that Big Ben will try iPhone 10 last year. Any new product you'll be interested in Apple?
I'm big on the iPad. I use
Do
that
you
a
have
lot.
one?
Oh yeah, I use that a lot.
Which version?
Well, who knows?
Well, Tim Cook said he wanted to help you with your tech. So has he come and helped you with that?
I've had a lot of offers of help until they see me, and then they decide I'm sort of hopeless.
I was talking to Susie and Howard and Peter, and I said, did you ever ask their advice on anything? And they said, setting the VCR, figuring out the voicemail on
Yeah.
the cell phones and all of that.
I'd be helpless without them. It's amazing what I can get away with by looking helpless.
We are almost there. I see a dilly bar in your future.
Oh, actually, it's an orange. They've got 17,000
Oh, yes, you
dilly
like-
bars. They got 17,000 dilly bars, and they've got 7,000 blizzards, and then I think they may have 5,000 of this.
Here this
orange.
weekend.
Yeah.
So they're obviously
Yeah, all of them move.
they're obviously selling a lot of dilly bars and Coca-Colas and whatnot. How important is Berkshire Hathaway's annual shareholder meeting to just the businesses here that you all own?
Well, I think over 600 people come from those businesses. They give up a weekend. They work very, very, very hard setting up and doing all that. And I was with them yesterday, and and every one of them was smiling. I mean, I think it's part of it's part of them feeling that being part of Berkshire is something special.
Reach back to that first annual shareholder meeting where 2 people showed up.
It was like a long time ago, but
We can keep going.
oh, okay, here we
2
go.
people. Yet you talked about your theory about investing. Has that changed at all? The way
No.
you think about value
Not the
investing?
basic way. It isn't. Yeah, all investing is value investing. I mean, people keep trying to say
Step back,
value or
please.
growth. That is, it's ridiculous actually. I mean, when we buy Apple versus buying banks versus anything else, it's all value investing.
We're getting close to the pots. Maybe we should move to the left here.
That way? That way a little?
So how many do you think that as we walk past Derek Companies on Crown, there are numerous sanctions and tariffs on food right now, on different commodities and tariffs? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, by and large, Warren, look this way. Warren is better. Warren, free trade. But Warren, Warren, look this way. Forget it. I got a choice of Warren and Denver. Once you get you off, look at that. Trade benefits everybody generally around purchase specific. And that is something I think the president, as an educated youth, any president, has an obligation to explain, and I think Congress has an obligation to take care of the people that are roadkill. Investors can get killed by it, but they can diversify. But a worker in retail can't diversify. And, they are, you're 50 years old and all you've done is make shoes and make.
Just one step back. Thank you.
It's good for 330 million people in ways they don't see and don't get advertised. And it's bad for thousands of people who don't have another occupation or about beyond the age perhaps where they can retrain. They don't want to move. And we can take care of that. We should do what's in the common good, but we shouldn't leave behind those who are hurt by doing things in the common good.
But to the business aspect of it, you're
What do you
holding
want-
an aluminum can.
what do you want
You've
from
got
Dairy
that,
Queen?
that
I'm gonna get it, bring it back. All right, I'll be back.
You're holding a Coca-Cola can made of obviously aluminum, and you've got a company that deals in steel and aftermarket steel. Let's talk about it. You've got to do the photo op here. But let's talk about the steel tariffs. It's been about a year and several months. How do you see them playing out as it pertains to Berkshire companies?
Well, we're affected by the tariffs now in various ways, but we've been affected by tariffs in the past and we'll be affected by tariffs in the future. It does change things. And overall, the world will be better, and the United States will be better with something close to free trade. You certainly won't want to come in your military equipment or anything like that. But if you, generally speaking, we are much better off because we buy our bananas from Central America and don't try and grow them ourselves. Just imagine if you had 50 states, and each state, some states could do some things better than others, and they erected tariff walls between themselves and fought retaliatory things. Our country would go no place.
This is Taro from Dairy Queen.
Oh, you're going to present me with it.
I am going to give it to you, but can I shake your hand first?
Pardon me? Oh, absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah, for that I'll shake both hands.
Oh!
We can hold this one.
Yeah, here we go.
This is her first year?
This is my first year
Terrific.
attending. I am so happy to meet you. This is amazing.
Well, the headquarters are up where she comes from.
Yeah, I
I'll be
said
over.
that. I asked her if she's
Did
from
you grow up on Dairy
Minnesota.
Queen?
Of course I did.
Okay.
Every summer in Minneapolis and in Walker, Minnesota, where our cabin is.
You get the next question.
Would you like to ask Warren Buffett a question? I'll hand my question to you.
Oh my goodness. So Warren, what are you going to do when you retire?
You just issued the banned word. But we'll excuse it.
All right. All right.
No, I'm retired. In the sense of doing any work is something that you do that you'd rather be doing something else.
That's true.
I'll never retire.
Doing that.
No.
See, I
Yeah.
thought so. Somebody
Yeah.
said you might. I said, I
No,
don't think
no,
so.
never. No.
Never.
No,
That's good.
no.
Good for you.
Yeah,
All right. For
yeah.
as long as you
Well,
can.
Charlie
Thank you.
And this keeps me so healthy. Look, I'm 88. I eat like this all the time.
I'm gonna have to start eating those now.
So you just got your Dairy Queen. When you look at Berkshire Hathaway, you have a whole gamut of companies that really represent the economy. Where are you finding the bright spots? What are you really optimistic on right now?
Generally good. But we don't worry about that. I mean, I don't. If you told me the economy was going to, or the chairman of the Fed or somebody told me that the economy is going to get worse a year from now, would I sell businesses or not? No, we just keep going. We do not predict the economy. We do predict it over a long period of years. We think America's going to do wonderfully, but I have no idea, and I don't really care. I mean, I care in the sense I want the country to do well, but I don't care in terms of whether I invest or not.
Do you care about the massive deficit we're facing right now?
Well, I'll probably talk, but that takes a longer answer.
Good question,
Are you
though.
I will
worried,
talk
Do
about it.
Republicans
Are you
care
worried?
anymore about debt and deficits?
Yeah. I'd rather answer that with a long
All
answer.
right.
Yeah. It's an important question, which is why it takes a little longer to answer.
You can get out. I will come
Bubbles
get your card
forming.
later,
I'm
and
so
I'll email you
interested
that video. I'll
always in
figure out a
sort
way
of
to get
that.
it to you. Nice to meet you. Yeah, just go right behind us.
Pardon me?
Can I take a picture with you?
Well, I don't want to encourage too many
Okay,
pictures, so
Do you see, Warren, any bubbles in the economy?
you never see them until it's too late. That's why they're bubbles. Yeah. Oh, that's why they are bubbles.
Fed Chair Jerome Powell in his 60
Yeah.
Minutes interview stunned me, but I was glad he brought it up when he mentioned the opioid crisis as a big risk to the economy because of the amount, especially of men, middle-aged and younger men, that's taken out of the workforce. How concerned are you about the opioid crisis in this country as it pertains to the economy and workers?
But we were concerned about polio 75 years. I mean,
But there's a vaccine for that.
yeah, but though, I mean, we'll always have problems, and we'll always successfully attack them. It may take a long time, but just look at the problem. I actually had to go to the dentist yesterday for a quick thing. Imagine 100 years ago going there. They'd pour whiskey down me and hold my arms and everything, and now I just sit there and kind of dream about the meeting or whatever it may be. And so it will get better, but there'll always be problems. The only real problem, is weapons of mass destruction. I'm not saying the others aren't real, but I mean, the others we will be living so much better 25 or 50 years from now that you won't.
To your left, Warren. To
We're
your
coming
left.
up on
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the creepy thing I was telling you about.
the Duracell.
Yes, what is that?
You're in the Duracell truck.
That's the truck where they have the copy of you inside.
Oh,
Really?
Careful. Be careful.
divert some of the press over and have them interview the copy.
So, Warren, walking around here, you see a lot of the insurance businesses. Now, Warren, I know that you really like the insurance business, and I know you all are doing some interesting things around small business. What are you doing there, and why is that so important when it comes to insurance for small businesses?
Well, it's just we're going to have a better system of insuring small businesses.
guys.
Yeah, we're gonna have to walk this way. We're
Walk
getting
left.
too crammed. Yep.
Okay. People are going to get squished to the.
And it's 7:45.
And he's getting pushed.
Yeah, just a second.
Let's stop for a second. Stop. Everybody stop for a second. Everybody relax, please. And we need to make a path behind you. So please move out of the way. We need you guys to move out of the way of the truck or you're going to get hurt. Thank you. Move out of the way, sir. Move.
Turn around,
Move.
please, and move.
Move back, please. Thank you. Keep walking back and be careful.
I like this guard I've got.
We gotta wait till these guys are.
Yeah.
Oh, he's getting too pushed. Yeah, not you. Stand there. I lost my phone.
You got me.
So if we
You
walk
lost your
that
phone?
direction, if we walk that direction.
Hey guys. He's gonna find it all come back.
Oh, okay.
He's going to come left a little bit.
Yeah, okay.
No, don't go that way. No,
Which
go
way?
this way back to the backstage area, right there.
And you want to go to the backstage. Oh, Geico. We're coming up on the Geico.
Yeah, they're going to set a record this year. They promised me.
We just drove along in a Waymo ride-along,
Oh,
which
really?
is autonomous, and it's a ride-hailing service. Fewer accidents, possibly. What is that going to mean for Geico?
No, well, safer cars mean less accidents. They're more expensive to repair, like crazy. So certain parts go up. But basically, you want to get so that cars are far safer. And we do that every year. I mean, it's been remarkable what's happened.
But do you see it infringing on some of the
Sure.
revenues?
Well, if nobody ever has an accident, there will be no auto insurance business.
Would you hail an autonomous vehicle if you could?
Would I what?
Hail an autonomous vehicle
Well,
and ride in it?
I'd rather have somebody drive it at the moment.
You're still driving yourself, though, right?
I drive sometimes during the day. I don't drive at night. And I drive less during the day. My wife insists on that. But I drove down to make the accident.
All by yourself.
I didn't want anybody else around.
Warren, ever since that HBO documentary, have people discovered your McDonald's, and can you still go to the same one?
Well, actually, I usually send somebody from the office to be perfectly honest about it to get it down. But
What do you have for breakfast today?
I didn't really have breakfast today.
walking
Yeah,
towards
yeah,
the
this
backstage
is breakfast,
area.
yeah.
There you go.
Pretty good breakfast,
this is
too.
your
I
breakfast.
recommend it. But I,
How much longer do you think Charlie will be attending the meeting?
well, we'll see whether he wins the election. If he wins the election, he'll be here for sure.
How many buttons did you order for this
lot.
election, this race?
A lot. I've been trying to buy up his and get him out of circulation.
Are you going? Obviously, you were a big backer of Hillary Clinton in the last
Yeah.
election. I'm interested. I know it's early, but do you expect at all to get behind a Democratic nominee in the primary?
Probably not in the primary, but I'm not sure about that.
What do you make of the rise of Mayor Pete Buttigieg?
Well, it's phenomenal. But there's a lot of interesting phenomena in presidential elections. We'll see what happens. If we've learned anything, it's that you get a lot of surprises along the way.
How important is it for the United States to stay in NATO?
Oh, it's important. It's important. That was
Do you
a
see
great
anything
move.
in the behavior of the Russians and Vladimir Putin lately that's disconcerting to you?
Hi, Warren.
Well,
Hi.
I mean, we've always needed everything ever since World War II. Oh, but there's always going to be some tension between superpowers. If you're a superpower, you really want to be a superpower, and there will be tensions. I mean, you will have divergent interests, but you got to remember the primary interest is to have a better world for everybody's kids.
Keep going. We're heading right to the backstage area there.
Okay.
It's amazing that even streaming, so many people are still showing up. Do you think attendance may break a record?
I think the attendance will set a record. I can't be sure. It set a record yesterday afternoon.
You're good. We're going to keep walking backstage there, right to that black curtain.
You're about to go
you
backstage,
go.
but I want to ask you about banks because you really loaded up on banks in the last year. What's the thesis there. And can we also talk about Wells Fargo?
Let's keep walking, guys. Thank you.
I think overall the banks we own will produce very decent returns. Not spectacular, but very decent returns. And it's a business I understand. And I think they're very good. There are good values there compared to other areas that I see. So we put a lot of money in.
But to your point, I would think to your point, what's the lesson from Wells Fargo now that you have
The
the
lesson
value
is
of hindsight?
The lesson is that whenever you have what you think is a problem, get on it immediately. Same lesson as Solomon, same lesson. I've learned that lesson the hard way a few
Okay,
times.
let's everybody stop. Everybody take a step back.
Do you think that you'll have more of a role in helping select the next CEO at Wells?
Pardon me?
Do you think you'll have more of an input when it comes to selecting the next CEO?
I don't know. I can't answer that.
Thank you. Thank you.
What
Please
quality
be
would you
careful.
like for that person to have, though?
I'd like to be a good banker. That's number one. That may not be number nine.
Do you think they should come from within the firm or maybe outside?
I think it could happen either way, but I think it's more likely outside.
Okay, let's hold.
Warren, you know Goldman Sachs intimately. How do you think David Solomon's doing?
I don't know it intimately, but I think David Solomon's doing fine. But I don't talk to them regularly. You know, I haven't been inside their offices in many
Step back,
years.
folks. We need you to step back, please. Thank you. Just keep going backstage.
Okay, good idea.
All right, guys, this way.
Let's go this way. Go straight.
Warren, have a great meeting. Thank
There
you
you
so
go.
much.
We're going to go this way, right?
Okay.
Pardon me, ladies.
Thank you.
Pardon me, ladies.
Thank you, Dan.
Thank you.
Instagram Live.
Okay, everybody. So that was the big walk.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I helped you push them.
Thank you so much. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, we've come from all the way from India. So
Oh my God, Lulu. Was that okay?
Yeah, not only did we kicked out, we